This was kind of my one
This
of my
episode
least
was
favorite.
my favorite episode.
Oh, it was one of my
It
least
was my favorite
Like
episode
nothing
by
happened.
far.
안녕하세요. What is up, Ducks? Quack quack. Danny Kim.
David.
Welcome to the Island After Show,
Aftershow.
episode 10. We are almost nearing the end of Island. Oh my goodness. So episode 10 started with the revealing of the global votes tallied so far at the point of the chemistry test. Sunwoo was number 1, no surprises. Heesung, Sungwon. Taki number 4, kind of surprising. K, Nikki, and J, 9, 10, and 11. So after they revealed the midpoint votes, they revealed the concept test dividing the Islanders into 2 units. 4 17 members, Hoshi, Dino, The8, Jun, came to do a mini mission with the Islanders before the concept test. The Islanders were given 24 hours to cover 117 song at each. Hit and Pretty You. Hoshi was so good at encouraging the Islanders, really enjoying the moment, looking at them like little brothers.
Right.
Taki was definitely the highlight of the Pretty You performance. He seemed to be the perfect match with the facial expressions on point. Jay was fierce. He showed his fire, and I was so happy that he was recognized by 17 as well. 17 picked Sunwoo as first place in the mini mission.
Everyone picks Sunwoo at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird. Everybody loves
My
Sunwoo.
boy.
Like, he must have it, allowing him to pick the song and the members for the concept test. Then the Islanders were brought on for some wholesome moments, seeing video fan letters of global fans before one of them would be eliminated. Then the members did a little Q&A session from the fan questions, some of the highlights being Heesung being made to do some aegyo, which he was very awkward, and Jay reliving his cringe-worthy moments, especially the crying scene. Oh my god.
Don't go.
They all received letters from fans. Probably was the most wholesome moment in Island history.
Yeah, the
right?
whole season. Did you see the reactions when they said, "Oh, we're going out? Outside?
And
Outside?"
They thought they were actually going out, but no, it's actually just the backyard. So
There was a fence behind them.
I know. Concept test songs were revealed. Chamber 5, a youthful song with a whole ass pillow fight at the end, and Flame On, a powerful song with JRE-esque body rolls. It's a hip-hop track. One person gets eliminated before the performance via global votes, which I thought that was very weird, and he won't be able to perform at all. But he'll have to practice the entire way through, and no one knows. Another will be eliminated after via producer's pick. Sunwoo, being first in the 17 mini test, picked Yang Jungwon, Taki, Heesung, and Jake. Sunwoo definitely led everybody with the facial expressions. He taught everybody like, oh, this is how you be cute and shit. And Heesung and Jake were awkward as fuck, especially Jake.
Help me!
He was very awkward. He looked like me.
Heesung actually did pretty well. At first, he was dreading about like doing aegyo and stuff, but when he actually did it, he was pretty good.
Yeah, but Jake was like, oh.
Help me!
Meanwhile, Flame On was the rest of the Islanders, and while picking the leader, many suggested K. I think they were a little bit intimidated by him, but K declined and suggested Sungwon to lead. K definitely seemed to be more aware of his ego after the talk down last time and was a lot less selfish, suggesting Hanbin to even take the number 1 role. Meanwhile, Jay, being last at the midpoint global polls, made him think that he was getting eliminated, and he decided to take a support role in the performances, taking the least parts in case he gets eliminated and someone had to fill his spot. He also wrote letters for everybody, which was a really touching moment. My boy, he has the fire and he has the heart. It was very heartwarming, so I think he needs to debut. Prior to the concept test, they finally announced the final voting results for the global votes. Sunwoo again number 1, Heesung, Jay.
Oh yeah,
Number 3,
Jake
my
won
boy.
number 3. That was
Yes, I told you.
He was
People.
so surprised.
People love him.
Last episode was definitely a game changer.
Yes,
for him.
yes. He had that spotlight all on him. So congratulations, my boy Jay.
And I think he's gonna even climb up more after this.
Oh yeah, after this
the
episode,
letters and all.
he might be even number 1, man. I honestly think he might be number 1. Number 4, Hanbin. I told you Hanbin was gonna be like high up there. Sungwon, K, Jake, Jungwon, Nikki, Daniel, and Taki. So Taki got eliminated. Everybody was crying, hugging as he left Island. Now as Taki left, Sunwoo got to choose a member from the Flame On team. And he picked Sungwon, and Sungwon kind of dreaded it because he had to now relearn all the fucking moves again. Like, he spent a freaking week trying to learn these moves. Now
and he didn't like the eggo part.
The next episode will feature 2 stages as well as 1 elimination from the producers. So I think we can look forward to that. And that's the episode.
I think this episode was a huge ass roller coaster. Like, it was an emotional roller coaster going up and down. And because you're so invested in Jay, I become so invested in Jay as well. I get affected. And in the beginning, when I saw him as last, I was like,
I was so pissed.
These people, who are these global votes?
These idiots.
It's definitely not me. Wow, Jay as last?
What do you think made him last in the vote?
As we analyzed in the early episodes of the after show, we said Jay has that fire, which also translates into like aggressive, independent, speaking whatever he wants, stuff like that. You know, Koreans and Asians don't usually have that kind of behavior. We're kind of, passive.
I think Jay's a likable character wherever you are. You say like Koreans don't like Jay.
No, I'm not saying they don't like Jay, but first impression wise, like, people wouldn't like you, but when they keep on going, keep on knowing you,
they don't like me.
Oh, really?
but Jay is different. He's humble. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, like, you don't write letters.
Yeah, I don't write letters to anybody. I don't give a shit about that.
But you never gave letters to Sarah or me.
You never gave letters to me either.
Well, no one I buy you coffee sometimes.
After this episode, he has a very high chance of potentially being number 1.
Yeah,
is a very strong number 1, but like, man, this episode really was Jay's episode.
Jay could almost climb up to the number 1. Like, after seeing his like warm heart and all, like, he cried too early, I guess. He thought he was gonna get eliminated for sure.
But it worked to his advantage.
Oh yeah.
I would say that was a very good move, Jay.
That was, like, strategically it was good too. Like, even if he didn't have that kind of mind, right. Yeah, it ended up all
So now my question to you is, the next person who's going to be last, in the mid polls, do you think he'll write letters too? Because now
it's a tradition.
Now it's like, not a tradition. It's a strategy now. They'll feel pressured. Yeah, exactly.
This one was
now
voluntary.
You got to top this shit. So actually, I asked some Twitter followers, or ducks, about what they want us to talk about. June's Daydream asks, do you think they might add a plot twist, like perhaps bringing back an eliminated trainee or such?
Nope.
I will be very disappointed if they decide to bring
I
someone
don't think
back.
They will never.
That's not fair.
No OT13, no OT9.
Right. Stop with the OT13 shit, guys. The OT9. I saw some OT9 fam as well. Like, shut the Maxi Maggie asks, Hambin is still being skipped over out of the 11, which I don't understand. I feel like Big Hit doesn't want him to debut, and that's why they're not giving him some time, the same amount of screen time. With no screen time, barely anyone can see his personality and skills.
I don't think he's getting fair screen time, but at the same time, there's other people that are not getting fair screen time, like Daniel as well.
I feel like Hambin needs to do a little bit something more. At the end of the day, you're on a reality show. You gotta make yourself interesting. It's your job to be interesting. I guess the producers aren't finding it interesting, right? That's why he only had like 3 seconds last time. So as much as I think like Hambin needs more screen time, I also think that he needs to buy his own screen time. He needs to make something happen that's actually interesting for TV. It goes both ways.
I mean, I feel like at this point he doesn't even need to do that. Like, it's just his personality. He's this happy being. He's okay with everything.
And global voters are gonna keep him in.
Yeah, he doesn't like his drama. He's just like doing his stuff. So like, just be consistent, and I feel like he has a strong hold in the final 7. A lot of aegyo was emphasized in this show. Like, a lot of bright, happy.
I honestly didn't enjoy it. I don't enjoy aegyo, period. Like, be it boys or girls. Like, it's just like
toxic masculinity.
I just don't like aegyo.
I love this episode because it was full of aegyo.
Let me be honest here.
I couldn't stop laughing because of the aegyo.
Let me be honest here. Being a man of drama, this was kind of my one
This
of my
episode was
favorite.
my favorite episode.
Oh, it was one of my least favorite.
It was my favorite
like,
episode
nothing
by
happened.
far. It was so healing, heartwarming.
It was too happy.
It was so fun.
We need a little bit more drama here.
It was so fun. When Sunwoo taught Heesung how to do aegyo, and then Heesung like followed him and like smiled. I noticed something weird. Like, Heesung's teeth are extra bright and shiny and white.
Oh, because I think he got the lamination.
Yeah, but doesn't that bug you? Because I couldn't take my eyes off of Heesung's Hisung's teeth?
Actually, a lot of K netizens are criticizing that
Really?
because lamination, it kind of fucks up your teeth. These kids are like, what, 20, 19, and they're getting all their teeth fucked up because of the surgery.
So it wasn't just me that bothered. My
has
Twitter handle
nice
is gonna be
ass teeth.
Hisung's teeth now.
He has nice ass
He has
teeth.
like the pakbogum teeth.
Right.
You know, that teeth that bugs you because it's too perfect.
Clean. I kind of agree with the K netizens on that. You know, your teeth like getting f***ed up when you're like 20 years old. Like 10 years later, that's just gonna like really hurt you. We need some new standards for teeth on TV. Let me just say that out there. No, I'm serious though. I'm really serious.
We're talking about teeth now.
Body positivity, you know, whatever.
Teeth
okay,
positivity.
let's go into teeth because seriously, K-pop has a teeth issue. No, I'm not joking here. Like a lot of idols, they get their teeth f***ed up because like they go through all these processes really quickly. And it really f***ed up their teeth. Like, no one's gonna take care of that shit when they're like 40 years old and their teeth are falling out. K-pop has a teeth issue.
We could go to the extent of plastic surgery and everything, like, you know, diet
That's true.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Actually,
teeth, I think
teeth are
teeth
the
is
least
the
of the
least problems. I think a big chunk of this whole episode was 17. They blew up so much happiness inside this episode, especially Hoshi. Like, I liked Hoshi so much.
He was such a big brother.
Yeah. You know, like smiling every time.
He was such a big brother.
He was like so caring for all the members.
They're like, oh, like I used to be like you kids. Right. So yeah, that was a very wholesome moment.
I think it was very successful to bring them in and, you know, do that kind of stuff. I mean, we wanted that with BTS. But
right, exactly. So let's talk about the eliminations.
Taki
was eliminated. I think we all kind of expected it, honestly. So they're like close, you know. Nikki was 9th, Taki was 11th, Daniel 10th. Any of those could go and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think the current 9 and 10, 11 have a strong possibility of getting eliminated.
It's now we're fighting for the 8th spot. Honestly, like 9, 10, they're either like Nikki or Daniel. I feel like they're the weakest link here.
Daniel is getting barely any screen time.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Even compared to Hanbin.
Right.
Like, you know, I think Daniel's getting
he's the Korean
ignored.
Hanbin. Now we're fighting for the 8th spot, which I personally think is going to be Jake.
Me too.
Jake is going to be 8th. They gave Jake number 1, which gave him a boost, 2 times more votes.
Despite that, he was 7th,
meaning that, you know, he might have been eliminated if it weren't for those. So yeah, Jake is probably, I think, in the danger zone, and then the rest will debut. That's my personal feeling.
Me too. We have a consensus here.
So we have the same top 7 then. Okay.
Now we can talk about the future. So we had the groups formed, Flame On team and the Chamber 5 thing, like the pillow team. I thought the dynamics within the team was interesting because like personally, I thought the You're Pretty team would just like stay. Sonu would pick the exact same team, but Sonu actually, I think Sonu is a brain too, because he knows how to game the system, and he would strategically pick Hisung. He strategically picks Songun. So like he values the upper, you know,
everybody in the upper half was on Sonu's team,
and also he mixed in some like people that has real aegyo as well.
Right.
And like I was really amazed at how like Sonu thought like, oh, first of all, in this team, we need a leader. And then he picked Hisung. And then, like, I could see how Hisung could melt in well with that team because he has that type of leadership that could lead that group of members. Like, I can already see the good synergy effect there.
They're gonna kill it, I think. Honestly, I'm a little bit worried for the Flame On team. I'm a little bit worried.
Why? Do you think there's gonna be drama?
I don't know about drama, but it feels like a very odd mix. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fun seeing how they work things out. Was Jay the leader in that group?
No, K was the nominated leader, but K gave it to who was it? Songun.
But that was Songun
is now.
So now we're gonna see, is it gonna be K?
Probably gonna be K.
Or Jay.
Yeah, K already,
my boys.
Yielded one, so
okay.
I don't think Jay has in mind that he's gonna be.
Jay,
I
better
think Jay
go
could
for
be
it, my boy.
Jay should go for it.
Jay should go for that leader spot. I think K would be accepting. K's definitely taking a step back because he knows that if he keeps that attitude, he's gonna get eliminated. Kind of missed that K, the fire K, but I'm okay with it. I'm excited for both performances. I do wish, again, some raps would be nice. You know, like apparently Flame On's supposed to be like a fire type of hip hop track.
Definitely, it's gonna be a dope performance.
Right.
You know?
I wish some rap was incorporated in, but I'm losing all hope on that. Like they didn't do rap for 10 episodes, they're not gonna do rap.
Honestly,
now.
I think the Pillow team has the upper hand here.
Why?
They have the benefit because in the previous missions, most of them were very hardcore. Most of them were pretty dynamic, but there weren't any like very cutesy concepts or big concepts.
Not, no.
So this could be an opportunity for this team to stand out because it's a unique concept they've never done before. So it could differentiate their abilities, but like the Flame On team, it's a concept they've done before. So if they don't really get better, then the producers are going to be like, oh, I don't see you going anywhere. Like I think the Flame On team has a little bit of a hard, disadvantage here.
So there you go. That was episode 10. I'm looking forward to some drama in 11 because man, this episode was just too happy. If you have anything to say about this episode, please write down in the comments below. Go join our Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV for live streams where we talk about Island, DK News, whatever, every single week. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.